So it's almost 6 o'clock in the evening. I thought about bringing the stuff that I had here off of here because I'm thinking this is right where I'm going to put the calf at for right now. But I'd rather have her over in this corner so I could give her from here up to maybe here, this larger area. But we got to be able to put hay somewhere. So it's just because I know she's a little small, but I think this will be just fine. If I could, I have a panel, but I don't think it's going to be very big. And then I still got to have some type of a gate. And then I'll put straw down in here. And I got to get these moved. My cousin is out there picking up the hay that's in the way, or the fence. But I have this one, this face out here, day 5. Still no real signs of anything. She has lengthened though, like significantly. I'm going to see where this actually puts me for an area here. Well, that actually goes right to the edge. Because what I want to do is put a post here. And that comes to this edge. And then all I'd have to do is put something right here to block her in. And then this could be her little area for right now. Because we're going to try to get the shed that we had built at my mother-in-law's here for the calf. I want to put it over here so I can fence this little area right here in for her, right where the rabbits are, because I'm planning to put these over here. But I mean, we got 5 days, you know, but I think she'll be in the barn probably for a couple of weeks. I got my chicken coop fixed up as best as we could do it. The roof's bolted down, that kind of straightened it out a little bit. Got my door reset on there, and he brought me, see them? 4 little barred rocks. That gives us 12 hens. They should be laying pretty soon. And I'm going to have Zach and I catch everybody and put them up for the night so they can learn to start going in there instead of trying to be out here. And then I'm going to have him come back. He's got to cut a little bit off of that still, kind of all the stuff hanging over. He's going to cut all that off. And then we're going to put some more boards up to kind of enclose it a little better. And go from there. And then start getting the rest of my stuff that I want to try to get done before snow flies and the weather gets too cold. Hi, sweetheart. She's kind of filthy today. I did not have a chance to wash her. She's definitely lengthened, and her vulva some more. And you can see she's pretty bagged up. And I'm going to have to clean that again. Are you trying to hop, girl? You trying to hop? She's pretty dirty. But it was only in the 50s today, so I definitely wasn't going to try to wash her. And we're going to be in the 70s next week, but it don't help me with how she is now. So, by the time Billy gets home, whenever he says he's on his way, we won't be able to work up here. It'll be day 2 that we haven't been able to get up there to work. Yesterday it rained all day till about 3 o'clock, and then we ended up having to go to the store and came back, and Billy said he's just going to call it a day, so that was it. And today he's still at work, and it's almost 6 o'clock, and he's got an hour and 15 minutes to come home. And he's got one more day of work. Then he's on vacation for 2 whole weeks. 2 weeks and a day, actually. And 17 days total. But yeah, it is great to see and everything in between. So I'll just say thank you guys for watching, and I'll try to do some more updating maybe later. Faith! And try to finish this video out a little later. October 9th, and I'm in here with Faith. It's 49 degrees out right now this morning, and I got her cleaned back up, put some fresh straw down. She laid back down. When I came in here, she had about 8 inches of slime was hanging out of her vulva, and I cleaned her all off, cleaned the tail up, and then she was laying in like this wet spot right here, and her whole inside was all dark. Back of the udder was. She's completely filled up now on her udder, and I put some hay out here for her, and she only stood out here for about a half an hour or so as I did the chores. And then I put some more straw down after I got her cleaned up, and then she decided to lay down. But I think we're close. We're getting close. Today is a harvest moon for October 9th, and I've got one person on my business page just saying that she's going to have her calf today. And I think that would be something to be proud of, you know, having a calf on harvest moon. But I really hope she holds tight till my birthday. But God willing, we'll have a beautiful calf, and Mama will be doing well, and baby will be doing well, and that's all that really matters. That we just pray that God gives us with an easy delivery, which she's had no need for insistence on any of her deliveries. And Faith here will be an amazing milker for us and start our micro dairy herd. She's going to be the queen of all of it, and every heifer, like I've said before, that I get out of her will be kept. And we are planning to get one more bred cow that'll be due about the time that she's got to be dried up next year. So we'll consistently have milk, and then that cow will be another lineage of a couple years of saving heifer calves from her, and then we should have the point of me having my dairy to the point where I would like it to be. But if I were to grow more than that, and for say, we might have to move all our cows down to the neighbors, to the dairy farm down there, and I want to speak with him about leasing his milk house, the parlor, the freestall area, the calving area, and about 20 acres of pasture land so they could graze on, and see what they would think about doing that for us. And I could actually maybe start being a full-time dairy. Then the only downfall of it is that I've got to go down the road a half a mile to be able to get to the dairy, but I wouldn't care. My problem is I would spend most of my day there. That's where I'd probably be at most of the time. And she's doing heavy, like labored breathing is what I've noticed. It's very cool out, and she's just kind of like taking her time and trying to sleep and everything. And I'm just going to come out periodically throughout the day, and we're going to check on her together. So this whole video will be nothing about, just be everything about Faith, you know, just checking up on her throughout the day. I let the chickens out, so now they're out free ranging right now. Seemed that everybody was getting along. And I was hoping that the little barred rocks are now incorporated in the flock. because there's always a pecking order. And we'll just keep an eye on her. I want to get inside because my hands are cold. I'm going to make me a tea, drink that, wait about an hour or so, probably come back out and check on her again. I need to turn the water off. I need to take my buckets back inside and just get prepared for a calf to be here probably over the weekend. And I can't wait. I really can't. But I can. I mean, I don't want anything to be rushed. God willing, she'll have it when she's supposed to, and right now it could happen any day because she's only 4 days out. We got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, so we're 4 days out, and we are excited. I'm excited. I really am. I feel blessed to have this cow, and I think she's going to bless us not just with her abundance of milk, but a beautiful little heifer calf and the start of my micro dairy. So stay tuned, everybody, and we'll keep you posted. She just got back up. Some more slime hanging out of her. See how I said her bag is completely full? That's just, it's hard. Even her teats are full too. But this is the second bout of slime that's been coming out of her. She's pretty swollen, as we can see. She just got up just to eat a little more. But every time I try to leave her, she yells at me. Well, I asked Faith if she was well enough to come out. Her eyes lit up, ears were forward. She saw me grab this. She knew what was going on. She's like, yes, let's go out and graze a little bit. I didn't want to take her if she didn't really want to come, but she knows what this hot pink lead is. This is her lead. But the halter that I bought was too small for her, so I'm like, that's okay. I'll just give it to her baby when she gets old enough to wear it. And then I still need to buy me a little calf halter for her little one. Still got slime hanging out of her. But I figured I'd let her out here for as long as she wants to be, as long as I can handle it. And just let her mow down some of the grass that's kind of grew up a little bit. And she came straight over to the barn, so she knows where she's going. You're just crunching away, aren't you, Faith? Yeah. She was out for about 40 minutes. And she started getting restless, so I brought her back in. And then she came right over and drank about 5 gallons of water. And she came right in here and pawed a little bit at the ground and then laid down. It's about 12:30 or so in the afternoon. I notice her poop's a little more runnier than normal too. And she kind of acts like she's just, well, the flies are bothering her too. It's a little warmer than it was yesterday, but still not quite as warm because I got a, you know, a pullover on. I got a t-shirt, a pullover, and a fall jacket on. So I got my chair and I told her I was going to sit out here with her. And I figured I'd just video a little bit for each session that I think she's changed any, and we'll just go from there and see if we don't get a baby today or if it arrives tomorrow. Who knows? But I know she's close. Almost 3 o'clock. And hi, honey. What you doing, Faith? She's been doing little moves at me and stuff, and then she looked like, no licking. She's so licky. But I cleaned her off again. She's got kind of like really runny poop right now. And her vulva is extremely wiggly. But as you can see, she's fully bagged. She's going to poop again. And it gets all over her. I thought she was going to poop. Oh, there's some. That was a nice little solid mortar. But her ligaments are gone right here for her tail area. It's like they're gone. And she's got a beautiful, beautiful udder. I mean, goodness, look at that thing. And she's full. Like, it's full. There's not much room for wiggling there. She's got a beautiful udder. And look at those thick milk veins all the way up past the middle of her stomach. And she got poop on her again. I just cleaned her off. She gets it on her tail and then she swipes it over there. Well, it's a good thing I still got my thingy out here with some water in it. But this side of her is baby side, and she don't look quite as wide as she was earlier in the week. And she is holding her tail up a little higher now. And well, I'm just going to keep you guys posted because I have a feeling we're going to have a calf tonight. Or possibly tomorrow when we wake up, maybe. But I'm probably going to be out here off and on through the night checking up on her. I mean, it's good to see her eating because that tells me she's not like that close, but close enough. I mean, she's a beautiful cow, and I'm very happy and blessed to have her. Oh my gosh, everybody, I am so excited. I just got the last 2 sex semen straws out of Porter P. He is an A2 polled bull, Jersey bull. And I'm so excited because I got the last 2 straws. And that's who Faith is going to be AI'd to in January when she comes back into heat, whenever it is. And I talked with the gentleman, his name is Greg, out of the Michigan Livestock Company that takes all the semen, and they rent out tanks and stuff. And I told him, I said, I can't see paying $750 for a brand new tank that holds 600 straws because I only got the 1 cow for right now. I said, yeah, I do want to build my herd. I do. And he's like, well, we do rent tanks. And the tank that they're going to be bringing like mid-December only lasts 8 weeks. So it has to be recharged mid 8 weeks. So I'm like, okay, that would be fine. And then they would come back and get the tank. And then I contacted Tracy, which is the farmer that I got Faith from, and asked him, I know Jerseys can be bred pretty young, and he said a year. At a year old, you can breed them. But I was thinking maybe I would breed AI, Grace, at like a year and 4 months. That way she would calve as a 2-year-old. Not before she turns 2, but at 2. So he said that's totally up to me. He says most of his heifers he breeds at a year old, so they actually are a year and 9 months when they freshen. And he said that if you give them all the milk they can drink up to weaning and then throw them out on pasture or give them as much as that they can possibly eat, hay-wise, they grow very well. And I was talking to the gentleman that I was working with for the sex semen. He was telling me about, people are really farmers. There's a couple Amish farmers down in Indiana, like Shipshewana, Topeka, and somewhere another place. And they are all sticking to A2, and they have people that will stand outside their milk house waiting for the milk as they're, to get fluid milk, fresh milk. And I told him, I said, well, that's kind of what I want to do here. Even though Michigan doesn't allow you to do that, you have to have herd shares. And he said, he was one of them that's saying, like, we should be able to drink fresh milk if we want to drink it, because the stuff that you buy in the store is dead, and the stuff that I'm producing for, say, out of a cow and then selling it back to the customer is real milk. And it's amazing. He said he just wishes that the regulations for milk would be like the lowest pasteurization you'd have to do, which is 145 degrees. That's still legal, but you would still have a cream line. And the cream, when you're drinking raw milk, it is the best milk that you can possibly get, because the stuff that you buy in the store, like he said, is dead. So that stuff doesn't digest in your system correctly, where raw milk, fresh milk, will, because it has all the great probiotics and bacteria in it for say that when they take it to the main co-op and then they pasteurize it and then bottle it, it's already gone. And they put, what you're actually getting is more water than actual fluid milk, because it's like 600 degrees that they pasteurize it at, and there's nothing left. I mean, it's sad. But getting on or finding a farmer who has A2 cows and and that are dedicated to that, and possibly even that are mainly grass-fed animals, your health is going to be so much better just being able to drink milk from that farmer's place and knowing what and how those animals are raised. I am just tickled pink. I really think God's going to bless us with this, and I know that we're going to do well. And all I can say is that I'm so excited. I cannot believe I got the last 2 straws. The magic pea, there was 3 bulls that I emailed about and had Pacifics. I emailed Pacifics, like what I was looking for, and then they sent me back 3 different bulls. One was Another one started with an M too. I can't think of what his name was, but they have semen left of him. But then Potter P, they only had 2 straws of sex semen left of him. They got the conventional kind, it's just like whatever you get. And then the Magic P, he was sold out of all the semen, the conventional and the sex semen. So he said that my name is now on that, and I paid for it. And I'm tickled. I really am. I'm super tickled. I really am. Of being able to get sex semen from a great producing bull that's A2, and his third dam had the highest score of jerseys in the nation of a plus 95. I mean, she's beautiful. She has a massive udder. I think I'm going to post it on our community page to actually show the bull and his information and stuff, and because I'm just so excited. But we got to go back out and check on Faith. When I left her, she was back in the barn, fighting the flies, of course. And her udder is just huge. I can't get over how big it is. The next day, October 10th, I just cleaned her all back off again. Got her nice and washed off and tried to get her as good as I could. While she was sitting here, I threw a couple flakes of grass hay up on her alfalfa bale here. She knocked it down on the ground. But no baby yet. So maybe she'll just actually hold it till my birthday on Monday. But yeah, she's looking really nice and big and just really nice looking cow, even though she's just 3 days away from her due date. And exciting for the next breeding that we'll be doing on her. And I can't wait to meet little baby Grace. So I thought I would end this video at everything that I've got together from 2 days ago and yesterday and then this morning here. It's a chilly, crisp October 10th day. There's a breeze. My husband's sleeping. He's finally on vacation, which is wonderful. And everything will go as right as planned. And hopefully we'll get more of these trees down up here and get working at it. And then get our baby area made up. Get things done that we need to get done. So thank you guys again. Thank you to our subscribers. Thank you to our members. Thank you to our viewers. Thank you to everybody that comments. We appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, God bless you all.